Hello, welcome to another stream on building Jamstack Forum. And actually, I was asking some of the guys at GraphCMS today, what should we call this? I'm not keen on the word, on the term Jamstack Forum, so we're kind of throwing a few names around, which I may put on Twitter as a poll, and we'll kind of decide on the name that we kind of want to call this. Got a few good ideas, but if you've got any suggestions, let me know, and we can kind of collectively settle on a name. So it's the 7th of October today, and we aim to get, at the beginning of the month, get an MVP ready by the 9th. So if we have a look at the issues we've done, we've closed 16 issues in 7 days, and we've got one remaining. I'm going to pull some more into maybe MVP once we do this, because there's only one left, and I'd like to spend the next few days and any time I get closing some out. So let's focus on editing posts. So if we head on in and we have a look at what we have currently, we'll close everything out. What we kind of want is the ability to go in and edit a post. So that, like an icon like this. I found an SVG earlier on that I wanted to use. So we'll probably just go ahead and do that. And yeah, I knew that was going to happen. There's a bug at the moment where if you can delete the original post, and then it's a problem. So we just need to kind of handle that gracefully. But let's first of all go in and look for what was it? Locked. It was a locked thread, wasn't it? Testing. A locked thread. We'll close that. And then if we go back, we'll fix that up later. So this is where we are at the moment. We kind of want to go in here, and we've got the ability to comment, like, unlike, which is good. We've got the ability to delete posts as well. So if I post something in here, we've got the ability to delete that post as well. I'll probably add some kind of confirmation dialog at some point to make sure that you do want to delete that, and we'll clear that persistent message. But why don't we dive in and start to look how we can add a button to like each of these posts if they are your post. So I think one of the things we're going to do first of all is add a button in to here. So let's head on over to Remix icon, and we will look for a icon to edit. So we'll use the pencil. We'll grab that. And I'm thinking we'll place that. This is the delete button. See, I need to actually import these as SVGs and name them, but we'll do that in the design stage. Just so it's clear where we are at on each video. I don't kind of want to go off on a tangent because I just know that will make these videos longer than I want them to be. So let's first of all, we'll do toggle editing. So what I want to happen when you click this pencil, I want it to change the content of the post to be with a with the same form that we use for posting on the forum. So let's go ahead and make a fragment. Put these in a fragment. So yeah, toggle editing is not defined. So if we just get rid of that for a sec, whoops, we'll see what this is meant to look like. So it's meant to have a little pencil there, which it does. When you click that, it will toggle the post. This message will be replaced with what we are editing. So let's first of all just take the class name here, and we'll put that there, and then we'll go ahead and create that toggle editing. So what I'll probably do now is import use state from React, and then let's just do editing, set editing, use state as false, and then we need that function to toggle editing. So let's import use callback, and we'll do const. We'll probably do const toggle editing, I'm guessing, and then we'll do is equal to use callback, and then we pass the return function the opposite value, right? So use callback will return set an empty array here, and we'll do set editing value is the opposite of the value that it currently is. Yeah, that should be fine. So we save that, and we click this. Nothing happens, which is fine. Because next, what we want to do is where we have markdown here, I want to say if we are editing, we'll render the post form, and we'll probably have to send in a onSubmit and default values is what we'll probably have to send in. Default values will be message, so send that object in, and if we are not editing, we would like to show the message, and then we'll need to send onSubmit, and this will probably call save and update. And thanks very much for the comment there. We're building a forum script, so we're just kind of today in this episode we're working on handling the edit part of the post. So we'll probably do onSubmit, save and update, and we'll just we'll give this, we'll create a function that will first handle updating, send in the mutation, and then second resetting the, well, it'll call toggle. It'll call toggle input. Using a callback is probably a little bit overkill, if I'm honest. And we'll say save and update. Now, save and update, it's going to take in this is onSubmit. So onSubmit takes values, doesn't it? And we can destructure message from the values. And then the second argument is going to be the event, that synthetic event for the form, which I think we can just pass on further up the stack to the actual thread page, and then it's there we'll be able to call the mutation and mutate the cache. So we'll call save and update, and we will do await handle update, and we'll pass in message, and then we'll spread in the rest of the any other arguments there are, and then we'll do I don't know, toggle editing. Really, I kind of want to do set editing false. Yeah, we'll just do set editing false. So handle update, where's that going to come from? That will come from the actions. We'll import that here, and then on the thread ID page, we will send down to the post list handle update inside of actions, and then we'll create another function here similar to handle post, and we'll just rename this handle update. Probably is what we need to do. So let's have a look inside of Hasura. Before we move to Hasura, actually, let's import the form. I didn't do that. Post form. we'll need to edit post form to accept the default values. So let's just do that. Default values. We'll pass this in here. Default values. Default value is going to be empty if this is falsy, so we should be okay there. We should save our ass there. What else is this? So this is the layout to show the little avatar on the left, isn't it, of the form. So really probably is what we need to do, because this is specific to this instance. We'll not put that in post form anymore. We will put this inside of the ID page at the bottom. So we'll say we'll move that form inside of that div, and we'll close that div out. And all we'll do is return the form. That should work. And then this form really only cares about the default values and what it does on submit. So it's really reusable. We could use this for creating a new thread as well. And then we could pass in maybe what the action is, whether it's to update or create. And we could toggle the fields based on those values. So then we've got post form on this page. I don't know if there's anything more we need to do on this page at this point. There is what we're gonna have. We're gonna have the input box. Does this work at the moment? Nope. Async. So we click this. Ah, cool. So we click this button, and that it updates that. We can render that. But obviously when we click reply, it ain't gonna do anything. So we need to make that work. Let's have a look inside of Hasura. And the issue earlier on with Hasura getting that tenant limit, that was because we were on the free plan with Hasura, and they've kindly upgraded the plan for us, which is really nice of them, and we'll continue to build out on Hasura, and we'll extend into remote schemas and events, and some remote actions and stuff. So that's really nice of them to do that. So now we're going to do update posts by primary key. If you are just tuning in, I was just mentioning Hasura kindly gave us a little bump on the plan because we ran into some problems earlier on. So big shout out to them. So the mutation we're going to need to run on this page. Whoops. We're going to need to update the posts, right? And then we're going to need to return the message. I mean, we don't need to return the message because we've got it from the input, but let's just roll it. And then we'll do set, and we'll set the message to be message, and then we'll call this update post, and we'll send in the ID, which is of type UUID, and we'll pass in message, which is a string, if I recall. And then we just return the ID message. So we'll take that, and back on the ID page, let's just close this down so it's a bit easier to follow. So we got insert post. We'll put it below here so these things are grouped. We will move these out to their own files as well. I'm just keeping it here for now because we've not got much going on, and it's a lot easier just to scroll up and down and see what's going on in here than it is to kind of move around, split screen on such a large resolution. So we'll just stick with this for now. So we got update post, and then where we were coding that function before to handle update, we'll need to change insert post to update post, and it won't be thread ID, it will just be ID, and then this is no longer insert post 1, it's update post by PK, and then this thing here, that is going to be, we're going to have to mutate the exact post, aren't we, here? So this is going to return threads by PK, or we need to return to the cache threads by PK and spread in the current. But then for posts, like we did adding, we don't need to add to the array. We need to update the current array. So that's going to be posts threads by PK dot posts dot reduce. Posts will be them all, and then we'll say post is the current one. This is post everywhere. And then we'll return, inside of here, we will add to posts the current post. So that's kind of our basic reduce function. This isn't doing anything as it stands. It's just returning it's just returning as if I was doing that. But inside of here, we need to change the message. I'm probably not going to mutate the message, although it's probably okay to do post.message equals whatever in this instance. I prefer not to. So let's check to see whether if the current post ID is equal to ID of the do we need to pass? We need to pass ID, don't we? We need to pass ID there. And then that's where we pass ID in. And then if the post ID is equal to ID, then we will return all posts. And then we'll spread in a new object and we'll spread in post. But then this time we'll also spread in message. So we're going to kind of overwrite the message that's already there. Or maybe we just spread this in. It doesn't really matter at this point. We're only ever going to be updating message, but let's just spread in update post by primary key, and that spreads in everything that we got back from the query from GraphQL. So if we ever update that query because we've done whatever, then that will, like, say if we edit and you're a moderator, you may want to say, okay, this post is the answer. All we need to do is update the query, and this function just works as is. There isn't anything more we need to do on that front. So I think we're making good progress. I'm not sure what else is required now. Let's just see if it works. Fingers crossed. Nope. So we didn't pass ID down. That's the error. We didn't pass ID down from... Where didn't we pass ID? Why didn't we pass ID? So we're editing the post. Save and update. That's it there, isn't it? That's a problem. We've got to pass ID here. So I missed that before because I was just concentrating on send a message, but we'll send ID, which is of the post, to here. It's not clear exactly that this is the ID of the post, but that should be all we need. So now if we go in here and we click edit, we should be able to click that, and wait, there we go. That worked first time. Go to network. We click update. Let's make this bold. Let's click. The text says reply. That's fine for now. Let's click that, and there the text is bold, and the request it's sent. The response is, oops, that's the response. We get the markdown. And if we have a look at the request we sent a mutation, and we sent the two variables ID and the new message. So that's editing posts that we have. And if I go incognito, I won't see those buttons because I'm not logged in and I'm not the author. And like here, I can't edit Michael's message because I'm not the author. So let's just delete that message. Then we can change that back. Whoops. That looks like it's a React MDE thing. There we go. So that is editing posts. So let's just let's just check out feat editing posts. And we'll just go ahead and commit everything here. We'll just commit all, and we will say this is editing posts. One thing we actually do need to check, because we refactored post form, we just need to check to see whether that's still functioning here, because we refactored that. So we'll click reply. Yeah, that works. There's no need to refresh. I know that works. We'll delete that post. Awesome. Awesome. What else could we do here? So we're editing posts, but if I edit that post, then it kind of wasn't posted at that time, was it? Maybe as we go on to display when exactly it was updated, that might be better. So in the actual post, we'll say it was posted, and then if it has been updated, we will display some text to say when it was updated. So we're calling time ago and created at. We'll also fetch updated at. I don't think we are querying updated at, so let's move to get thread by ID, get posts, get created at, and get updated at. We'll save that. And then I've just called this time ago. Now it doesn't make sense like that anymore, so we'll just say this is formatted created at. And then we'll do the same for formatted updated at, and we probably could use a memo here, and we'll add in, we'll do that in a sec, we'll add updated at, and we'll render, I'm guessing we'll just do formatted updated at there. If it's been updated, so we need to check. So we'll just say updated. If it's been updated, we'll show the format updated. Otherwise, we don't. So we'll do const updated equals created at is not equal to updated at. This probably is a date function method that we've got already. I'm not sure. To compare the dates. They are yeah, we probably could just do that for the sake of comparing two dates. I don't know. I don't know. That's fine. It's just going to return 0. Let's just refresh that. Sweet, it works. Update. It was updated today at 9:27. Nice, that worked. Let me just check though. Let's also fetch updated at, because what's happening is when we click submit, and we'll not see it for another minute, when we submit, it's updating the message and everything else that was returned in the GraphQL query. We didn't return updated at, so that updated at will probably be the previous value until the SWR fetches that updated data. It'll be for a very brief moment. But let's just cover that, because it's just a case of adding updated at here, and that will always return the updated at time. And you won't have a brief flash there if it is out of date. So we might not see it at this resolution as things jump around, but we click that, boom, it's 9:28. You don't really see anything, but I just want to kind of cover that so we're safe. I'm just trying to think what else can we do here. So we've got our dates, and we probably could just do space x1, and then we're conditionally rendering our spans here. If it updates, so we could say it was updated in here. Could do like mid dot updated at, we'll just say updated. So they updated today at whatever time. That hasn't been updated, so there's no update text. We can go back to the home. We'll go in here. Go back. Test and pin thread. So it was that was last updated. So I updated that in the DB today. So that's shown, which is good. Let's just check format relative again. What other options we got in here? I'm wondering with the locale, can we set? Nah, we'll come back to it. Let's not go on a tangent. So we can update those. We've got when the post was created. That one was created yesterday, and it was updated today at that time. So if we go and update this again, or let's update one we haven't updated. We haven't updated. These aren't my posts. It's another user with the same name. What's your thoughts on TypeScript? Again, that's with my other account. And that's with my other account as well. Let's just go ahead and create a new thread. I should probably rename this from ask to be new /new. It probably fits better, right? Testing edited posts. You can now edit your own posts. And posts will show when they were last updated. We'll post that. Go on, look below. I kind of want to introduce some standard emojis. So we can use like emoji1 or emojify and do that. So there we go. Updated today at 9:32 p.m. And we created it at, maybe so we could put posted today at, and then updated. Maybe we could do like and updated. Post today at, and then that they're spaced, aren't they? What if I get rid of that spacing? So that'll work, right? So click this one here. It was posted today. These have never been updated, so that text doesn't show. Happy birthday, Jamie. Hi, I have updated that one. So that was posted today at 11:09, and it was updated today at 9:28. So I think we're good. Let me just check. A message I received earlier. Cool, I think we're done. I think we're done with creating the edit form. We've got the timestamp shown when it was last edited. I don't want to change the behavior of anything we do on the home page. So we list posts by the created app. So all the activity is on the home page, and today's posts is ordered by activity. Answered post is ordered by activity. Activity being created at. If someone goes and updates post, that really shouldn't kind of bump them to the top. It could have been a typo or anything. It's, you know, that post was created. That's the point in time we're measuring. So I think we're good. So say feet show updated timestamp, and we'll push this branch. We'll create a pull request, and we'll just say this is edit posts, and we'll say this closes issue, where do we have it? 29. Submit that. And we'll open that pull request, and we'll check it works on production, staging, and merge it to production. So I'm pretty pleased with that. One thing I'm not pleased about is it says reply. What I'll probably do is do something like this, where it's edit. The mode will be edit, and then it'll depend on the text. It'll either say, well, it'll depend on it'll depend on the mode, what the text is. So it could be new, reply, or edit. I'm going to use the same form for all. So we probably should refactor that tomorrow. To use a mode prop, this is probably where an enum would help, or symbol. Or maybe when you know, when that has first-class JavaScript support, that would be useful. Instead of throwing strings around. So that has deployed. And we'll check that one there. We'll check this one here. So we see we've got the updated at timestamps on here. I'm not logged in. If I log in, test and edited posts, click on here and click reply. We'll see that the time is 7th of October and it's 21:37, 9:37, and we can like our own posts or unlike. Love it. See, it is always worth checking in staging. We will check the functions. It's not a function, is it? Now, what happened there? What happened there? Test and edited posts. It worked. I think I know what this is. Reply. We're not getting updated back here, so it may be complaining about that. I think that's what it is. So we'll do thread ID, say insert post. We'll return the updated at, because we need that as the initial value. Query updated at on insert post. We'll push that and trigger it to build. That PR is building. I really need to merge renovate config because that's really annoying. We'll need to set the schedule to be monthly. I'm sick of weekly pull requests. Yeah, we'll add renovate in just to keep our dependencies up to date. But let's go back and refresh this thread. Let's test we can delete it. Can we do that? Yeah. Let's reply. There, that was the issue. The problem was we weren't returning the updated at. So it couldn't do anything with it. It couldn't destructure it. We should probably check that it was given. But yeah, we can make that a bit more battle proof when it comes to refactoring and stuff. And while I'm on it, why don't we have a look at that ask page? Probably changes to new. Does that make sense? Or /post. Oh, I hate naming things. I hate naming things. Hate it. New thread page. Changes to post new thread, because it's not really a question, is it? We're going to have a general discussion. We don't have to ask questions all the time. Layout. This will go to /new. And we'll say this is post new thread. Sweet. I mean, we could, for the time being, let's just do flex space x 1 span. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Our design's looking beautiful. Again, flex space x 1 space x. And that appears up here. Hello, Jimmy Barton. Log out, post new thread. That's all we need for now, right? I'm not too fussed. But our edited threads work. I mean, that took 30 minutes. Yes, the text needs to be fixed. We'll do it tomorrow. But that took 30 minutes. Which is good. I thought it was going to take a lot longer to do that. So we're not using the term question anywhere now. And we'll just say this is refactor. Well, is it a refactor? Or it's technically a break and change. We'll change the URL. Who cares? We'll say this is new post, new thread page. Post that. Then we'll merge it and we'll call it a day. Git checkout min. Go back to GitHub. I'm going to just open this renovate PR. Oh, that's cool. That must be new. That really kind of, it does swamp the cell with PRs. I'm going to close that for now. We can configure it later. Just get that out of my face so we can do some stuff. Pull requests, edit posts. That's good. Squash and merge that. So let's go to issues and go to milestones. There's no open issues. We closed 17 things. Yeah. Wow. It's pretty good. I didn't think we'd do that in the few days we have been working on this. So delete thread if author. I'm going to throw that into MVP. And then mark threads as locked. We'll move that. Mark threads as answered. Those will be our MVP. Edit profile name. That will throw this into the MVP milestone. And then we've pretty much got a good thing going on. So prevent first post from being deleted. The first post of all threads cannot be deleted. Instead, the thread must be deleted. We'll throw that into the milestone as well. So we've just increased our demand for the our scopes being, scope creeping here. I've added more, but we are the project manager. We can. Right. I'm just blabbing on because we're done. Today we created the edit post page, which is cool. So go back, check the pull requests, and you'll see exactly how that was done, or watch the video and follow along. But we can now edit any post we create. We can go and update that. And it took us 30 minutes and 15 minutes of me waffling on, talking about nothing. And we rename the page from new to from ask to new. So we go home. We go to jamstackforum.com and refresh. Probably take a few seconds for this to merge and deploy to production. Oh, it failed. It failed. Aliasing has failed. What did we do? Well, that's strange. Everything was successful. Very strange. What is going on? Did I fill up the queue? Very strange. So it's updated here in the preview branch, but the preview branch hasn't been promoted to production, which is unusual. Can we trigger a redeploy? That's one thing I've never understood with Vercel. Can you redeploy production? Or can you only redeploy branches and then promote them? My watch is telling me to stand, although I've stood all day. I'm not standing correctly, apparently. That's why we messed around with the domain. Remove that. So let's think about JamBB for the name, but I don't think so. It's quite a good name, but there is a similar. Well, there's a site with the exact same name, just .com, totally unrelated. But I want to try and grab a .com and the .dev, if I can find a name that I like. Now, if we go here, ask a question. Can we promote this? What is going on? Well, it failed again, didn't it? So, promote to production. Promote to those URLs. Deployment is already in the current. There we go. So we've got our post new thread that we've renamed. We can now edit posts here, and it updates the timestamp. So it's almost 10. We're done. Everything's on GitHub. Watch this video back if you just joined and you're interested to see how we added editing posts to this. All it took was one GraphQL mutation, a little bit of React state to manage whether or not we are editing or not. In the video tomorrow, we'll probably look at some of the things we need to kind of neaten up, like this says reply when it's not replying. We need to kind of have some kind of key or enum to control the state of the form, whether it's new, update, or whatever else reply. What Like we're just using the same form component. We're just passing it different props. So all that's in the pull request. It should be, hopefully it's simple enough to follow along. So yeah, I'll be back streaming tomorrow. Thank you very much if you have tuned in on this forum build. I'll be streaming for every day in October. We'll be working and building on this project. So hopefully you enjoy it and we have fun. Happy coding!